Today, Bicycle and I will be building Pokemon in Minecraft. At the start of each round, we will randomly roll a number between 1 and 151 to determine which Generation 1 Kanto Pokemon we're going to build. We will be competing to see who can build a better Pokemon recreation in Minecraft. Each round we will have different constraints, such as time limits, construction size, and whether or not we're allowed to look at a reference photo. Then, after each round, our judges Z and LittleCabbage will decide which one of us did a better job. At the end of 6 rounds, we'll have one last bonus round, and I'll explain how that works once we get there. For round 1, we rolled Pokemon number 3, who is of course Venusaur. We will have 10 minutes to build Venusaur in a 20 by 20 by 20 cube, and we are allowed to look at a reference image while we build.
This will be a good warm-up.
Ready, set, go!
Okay.
It's gonna be
use it.
tough with the pacing, I feel like, of how quickly we should build.
My strategy, I'm gathering some materials first.
Getting the shape of it right is gonna be a challenge for this one. Right now I'm just focusing on getting the structure right, but I'm worried that I'm not gonna have as much time for good details. How big are you making yours? Are you taking advantage of the full space?
Definitely not.
Oh, I definitely am, and that may be very costly for my time.
This does not look good. I'm trying really hard. I'm trying so hard. Yeah, that's pretty good. That looks pretty good.
What part of Venusaur are you building right now?
I am feeling pretty good about my flower. What has like stairs or maybe things that let me do more texturing.
More texturing? I'm just building the thing.
Mine is pretty small. I've got a feeling I'm going to be pretty good at the small builds.
Oh man, I really don't have enough time.
How much time do we have?
A little over 2 minutes.
Aw, he's adorable. Look at him. Aw, he's so adorable.
That is it. Mine, I didn't quite finish the top.
Oh wow. Oh my god, look at the face.
Yeah.
And the texture on the...
I hope the judges don't count the fact that half the flower is missing against me.
Let me talk you through some of this. We've got these little candles here as the ears, right?
Oh, that's so good.
We've got this moss carpet there. This block here for the stem is actually dripstone. I thought it was a nice texture.
Wow.
And this is bamboo mosaic slab.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm really gonna need to step up my game for the next one. So this is the Venusaur. And yeah, feel free to commentate, LittleCabbage and Z, and let us know what your thoughts are on this first Venusaur.
I love the mouth. And looking at the image, that is what Venusaur's mouth looks like, and I don't like it. I like the attention to detail with the mangrove buttons, because Venusaur has red eyes, yeah.
The eyes are kind of freaking me out, man.
But, no ears, question mark? Oh, it's missing the leaves, that's what it's missing.
Yeah. Also, the top should be pink, not red.
It's a good mouth.
Alright.
Alright.
Head to the other side, and let's hear your thoughts on this one.
It's a lot smaller.
Yeah. I prefer... This one actually has leaves, though, so...
It's true. No, it's not the correct eye color. Oh, the candle's supposed to be ears? I like the bamboo slab for the little thing on top of the flower. The other one didn't have that. Good shape. It's the same shape.
Good shape.
We like the shape.
We like the shape. This is a solid shape.
Shape-wise, it's definitely solid.
Alright, and which one are you going to give the point to in the first round?
Okay. Do you guys remember the Pixar movie, like The Good Dinosaur? That's what the face is reminding me of.
I never seen it.
I haven't either. The first one looks like it wasn't completed with the petals on it.
Yeah.
Looks like, oh, maybe that's why there are no leaves.
The second one actually has, like, all the stuff in it.
But was it perhaps too unambitious for 10 minutes?
Me, personally, I like this one better. It gets the job done.
It gets the job done.
All right.
Solid shape.
Solid shape.
That first point then is going to go to Bicycle.
Yay! Oh, thank you, judges. I'm honored.
Of course.
Now it's time for round 2. This time we'll be building Kakuna. The size of our building area will be the same, and we're still allowed to look at a reference image, but this time our building time is cut in half, as we'll only have 5 minutes to construct our Kakunas. That should be doable in 5 minutes.
That's totally doable in 5 minutes.
Okay. Set. Go!
I feel like with being so minimalist, the real key here is going to be picking the right colors. That's where we gotta spend some time.
I honestly think this is gonna be the best one.
I wonder if we chose the same block, because I've been scrolling through, but I've only selected one. I should start building. You know, I've always thought it looks like Kakuna has a bow tie. Look at him. Such a dapper fella. You made the advancement Stone Age.
Oops.
Wow.
I worked really hard to get here. Alright, my first draft is kind of done.
What the heck?
So now I can...
How much time do we have?
We have 2 minutes left.
You look so dumb.
The thing, like, Kakuna is, like, kind of simple as it is. It just has a lot of intricate shapes that just can't really be recreated by blocks. Just about 5 seconds.
It's done.
Ooh, I like this.
Oh, thanks. I chose the stairs later, that's why it's a different color, but hopefully I think that's a beautiful texturing choice.
Well, I think you'll be able to tell what I picked. Come on over to my side.
See, this is more recognizable, honestly, the gold. I do like it.
That is what Kakuna looks like. The shaping,
Yeah, I'm not too sure about the shaping.
it's not curved in the same way.
I feel like the eyes also need to look meaner.
I appreciate the shaping even if it isn't the right shaping, but it's still a solid shape. Now this is a different color.
Yeah.
Solid shape. It's without having blocks over the eyes, it looks a little goof.
Why is it gold?
That's also a good question. It's relatively the right color. I'm gonna go personally with the first one.
Yeah, me too.
That is, once again, a point for Bicycle.
Aw, thanks, guys.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Round 3's challenge is building Mewtwo. We can still look at a reference image, but this time we'll have to create a mini Mewtwo because our building constraints are a 5x5x5 cube, and we'll have to make it in just 3 minutes.
So I assume you can't exceed the red. We can't build on the red. It has to be within this 5x5.
Within the 5x5x5.
Okay.
Ready, set, go.
I'm gonna break the ground and hopefully I have time to rebuild it again. Oh my god.
I did not make a good color choice.
Sure, we'll do that.
Alright, 3 seconds. Alright, I don't know if I really did the best I could, especially with the head.
We went for similar approaches. Very nice, actually. That's actually really good. I like the curve of the tail we managed to pull off with just those blocks. That's not bad at all. Here's what I got.
Yeah, we definitely went for similar approaches with the purpur. Alright,
Could have gone worse.
that was a good round.
Yeah.
You know, right off the bat, solid shape.
Solid shape. It's 2 colors, which is what Mewtwo should be. I think all of it is a bit more purple than it should be. Like,
Yeah, like a lighter.
yeah. I like the inclusion of the pig standing next to it for scale.
Oh, yes. That was
Oh,
a
no,
really
it
good
left.
conscious choice.
Okay. Same purpur.
This guy doesn't have a face. Solid shape, though.
Solid shape. A bit more T, as in Rick and more T.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how the tail has curve, though.
I guess.
It's a good curvature. Good shape on the tail.
Solid shape on the tail.
Which one is going to get your vote this round?
The first one.
Yeah, I think the first one. By a
Yeah.
hair.
Alright, and that is going to be a point for me!
Oh,
think I did that one right.
congrats.
Round 4 is next, and we're going back to the beginning of the decks to make Rattata. We get 5 minutes for this one, and the building area is back to the usual 20 cube, but this time we'll have to build Rattata from memory, without a reference image to look at. Set, go!
I know that these are the colors. I don't necessarily remember which parts are which color.
I feel pretty good about this color palette that I have chosen.
Me too. This is actually not too bad.
This might be the best I can do, honestly.
How much time do we have?
23 seconds.
Oh, cool.
He kind of looks like the KFC guy.
It looks like the KFC guy?
Yeah, that's time.
Oh, he does look like the KFC guy. What am I looking at here? Doesn't he have a mustache? Oh, he has whiskers, not a mustache. It just his Alolan form have mustache? Yes, his Alolan form has mustache. Okay, yeah, so we did both remember that the tail kind of goes up in the back. Yeah, he's got a little curly thing. I'm glad that I remember that because I almost made it go down. I was like, I'm pretty sure. And we've tried to make the buck teeth here. Oh, that's a good way to make the buck teeth.
See, I was really confused by the only one whisker on either side, but that's what Rattata looks like.
This looks like Nabbit from Mario.
The one button to be the buck teeth, like it in theory, but looks
a bit strange.
A little
solid shape though.
Solid shape. The original has a bit more of an arched back. It just kind of looks like a mustache. But solid shape.
Solid shape, not liquid. Solid.
Not Bose-Einstein condensate. No.
Okay. Oh.
I like the teeth better. Also, it is lying on the floor in a way that makes me. The tail is more accurate to the image I'm looking at, but also looks like a chameleon tail. I mean, if it's just Rattata lying down, then yeah.
The way the face is made, though, it looks saggy, like an old man.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote number 2.
Yeah, same.
Alright, and that is a point for bicycle!
Yippee.
Nice.
Lying on the ground was a choice, but it worked.
Yeah, it was too late to change it.
It's time for round 5, and we'll have to build Jolteon next, completely from memory. We get the full 20 block cube, but this time we'll only get 3 minutes for our construction. That is a very angular Pokemon that is going to be difficult to create in Minecraft.
Especially in 3 minutes.
Ready, set, go.
Let's go.
Alright, blocks have been chosen.
Oh, we don't have enough time for that scale. I need to make him small.
Oh my gosh, I have no memory of what Jolteon's tail looks like.
I do. I just typed butt on here. I'm sorry. I know I said I know what the tail looks like, but I don't know how to make it. How are we doing on time?
6 seconds.
Oh, cool.
And that's time.
Okay.
Oh, yours is so much better. I kind of knew that it had like white jagged stuff around it, but I did not know where it went.
My Pokemon memory is serving me so much better than my Minecraft knowledge.
Mine's kind of got a hypno head.
Why does it look like Albert Einstein?
It does look like Albert Einstein. You're right. I'm just making a lot of men with white hair today.
The face looks like Hypno, and I can't unsee
Yeah. Solid shape,
Does
though.
Hypno also have the thing? But yeah, no, the shape, very solid. The tail is very spiky, as it should be. That's a lot
Oh, that's a lot of white.
in the wrong spot. Jolteon cosplaying Back to the Future. No pupils on the eye, or I guess just pupil on the eye.
Yeah,
On accuracy, I think I might have to give it to the first one,
same.
even if it makes me sad that it looks like Hypno.
Alright, and that is going to be a point for Bicycle!
Hey.
Thanks, guys! For the final regular round, we need to create Dratini. We have the full cube to work with, but we need to make Dratini from memory, and we only have 1 minute to do so. This is our shortest time limit yet. 1 minute, go.
No, I shouldn't have gone up in scale. Why did I do that? 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 Does it have a little thing on the end? I feel like it does.
That is time.
Okay.
Well, that was fast. I didn't really have time to make the tail as good as I wanted.
I thought there was something on the head. I couldn't remember.
I actually don't know. There's not really. There's like a little dot, but...
A little dot. Here's what we got. I was wrong that it had something on the tail. It doesn't.
Yeah.
I got the nose.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
The colors just look like a Smurf, but...
I'm confused by that one white block at the top.
Well, Dratini has a little dot, but yeah,
I guess,
if
but
it
it's
was
above the head here.
2 ears, maybe that would be.
Yeah.
I like it has the nose, the white nose, is snake shaped, so maybe a bit thick at the top compared to the bottom.
Solid shape, though. Perry the platypus?
A platypus?
Oh, yeah.
Harry the platypus? being too wide, it looks like a duckbill. There isn't a white tip on the end of Dratini, fun fact, I guess. I didn't know that. No white belly, I think limited by the 2-block wideness. The shape, I think, is better.
Solid shape.
Solid shape.
I have to go with the first one.
Yeah, I think the first one just with the white belly.
Yeah. And also it doesn't look like a duck.
Alright, that is going to be a point for me!
Oh, congrats!
Now it's time for the bonus round, and this time Bicycle and I won't really be competing against each other. We each get our own Pokemon to build, and we'll have to do it with the hardest limitations yet. No reference image, and a 5-block cube with only 1 minute to build. Bicycle got Caterpie, and I got Lapras. If the judges are able to figure out which Pokemon we built successfully, we will get 1 bonus point.
I feel like I got an easier one.
At least for the scale, yes. I mean, yours could probably be 2 blocks big, and they would get it. Ready, set, go.
We're both locked in.
Yeah, you know, the time constraint is pretty short on this one.
I don't know why I keep taking the button out of my inventory. I use it every time.
Okay, I think that's honestly fine.
I feel like I may have over-exaggerated that, but hopefully they get it's the most important part. Oh, they're totally gonna get that. This is great.
I think that's good.
Oh my god, this is great. That's so cute. It looks like the dinosaur from
The Good Dinosaur?
The Good Dinosaur. Here's mine.
Oh yeah, they're getting yours too.
Excellent.
Perfect. It can be any Pokemon in the first region.
Oh, in the first region, Lapras.
Yeah.
You are correct. This is Lapras. This was my build. So if I get a bonus point, that brings me up to 3.
It's gotta be Caterpie, right?
Maybe?
Or what, is there
The
another
red is throwing me off.
snake-shaped? It's not Ekans or Arbok.
Yeah, I think it might be Caterpie.
The Mickey Mouse ears,
Solid shape though.
solid shape, besides the ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with Caterpie.
That is correct. So
Woo!
the final score is going to be 5-3. It's a bicycle victory for our first Minecraft building challenge. Thank you for judging.
Yeah, of course.
This is truly
I'm
an honor.
forced to be here.
Yeah, I'm being held against my will.
Yeah. I haven't
Help.
seen my family in days.